أهلا بكم. الجزء الثاني من حلقتنا النهاردة عن بوليفيا، أحد دول أمريكا اللاتينية. اتكلمنا عنها في الحلقة اللي فاتت مع رئيس البعثة اللي موجود في القاهرة، واتكلمنا عن ثقافتها وعاداتها وتقاليدها والاحتفالات وقد إيه بيهتموا بالاحتفالات، واتكلمنا عن سعادة السفير وإنه تواجد في لندن، تواجد في موسكو، تواجد في بيرو، لكن كنا بنتكلم عن تواجده في مصر وقد ايه الفتره اللي قضاها في مصر، وبقاله سنتين تقريبا. كانت فتره جيده وتعرف على الثقافه المصريه وعلى الشعب وزار العديد من الاماكن. النهارده بنكمل كلامنا عن تواجده في مصر. بنرحب برئيس بعثه دوله بوليفيا في القاهره، مستر روبن فيداور. مستر روبن, nice to meet you again in the second episode, and our pleasure to talk about Bolivia and the relations between Egypt and Bolivia.
Thank you very much. For me, it's a pleasure to be here again and to talk more about my country.
We will complete our speech about your stay here in Cairo. You spent about 2 years, and you told me you visited many Egyptian places here. So we will talk about this period you have been here in Cairo.
Yes, Cairo for me is a very good experience. I think it's my best post, like a diplomatic work. And of course, I try to know more about the culture. I visited some another places out of Cairo. And of course, I think that the culture...
Where have you been?
Luxor, Aswan, and...
and in Cairo, you visited the pyramids?
Yes, of course, and Saqqara, some another places, and museums, and the mosques. I like it. I like it to know more about that I have learned before at school or at university about Egypt.
You studied about Egypt in school?
Yes, of course.
Bolivia?
In Bolivia, yes. But
Pharaonic civilization and...
yes, all of this. And to be here, it's a very cultural experience. And me and my family went not every weekend, but we tried to know more about the Cairo mainly, and some another places, Alexandria, some another places at south of Cairo. For me, it's very interesting to know about the behavior of the people. The behavior of the people, and how can the people talks about the culture and the religion. No, it's very, very interesting to know about this aspect, this way of the behavior.
What do you find?
Sorry?
What do you find in this relation between culture and religion here?
The behavior of the people. The behavior of the people, and how the people are very friendly. Very friendly with the tourists, for the foreigner people. And it's
there is a balance.
Yes, yeah. There is a balance, and it's very, very important. Very important because you feel some warmth here, and it's like your home. And it's very, very interesting for me, for my family, to
That's
feel.
About your family impression in Egypt.
Oh yes,
about
yes,
Egypt.
Yes,
you told me your wife and your son live here in Cairo with you.
Yes, they are living the same time like me. And of course, my wife is more in contact with the people, more in contact in supermarkets, the streets.
Yeah, of course.
And she knows more than me about the culture and the behavior of the people. He knows more than me about Cairo. About many places.
She has time to go there and there, of course.
Yes, of course. And a very good experience to my son as well, because
you told me your son is 12 years old?
12 years old. He's an international school.
He studied here in...
Yes, in Zamalek. And he's learning more about the culture, Egypt culture, and some another cultures as well. Because
he told me he studies in Pakistani school?
Pakistan International School, a very good school, because he shared with many cultures.
No, it's nice for him. Yeah.
Yes, it's nice for him, and he's growing. He's growing, and I feel that he's trying to know more about Egypt, more about Cairo, and more about how can.
Of course, he has Egyptian friends here.
Yes, Egyptian friends and some friends of another countries.
Of course.
No, and this experience is very rich for my son. Very rich.
الحقيقة سعادة السفير وهو بيتكلم وبيكمل كلامه عن الفترة اللي بيقضيها في مصر بقالها سنتين وما زالت مستمرة، بيقول ان هي كانت فرصة جيدة جدا ان هو يشوف الثقافة المصرية والعلاقة بين الثقافة والدين هنا عند المصريين، وهو شايف ان في توازن بين ده وبين ده، وانه دي فرصه جميله جدا ان هو يعرف عن مصر اللي قرا عنها ودرس عنها لما كان بيدرس في مدارس بوليفيا لما كان في الدراسه. الحقيقه دايما ببقى سعيده لما بلاقي انه دايما في كل الدول في جزء عن الحضاره المصريه زي ما احنا عارفين. وقال كمان انه زوجته وابنه بيعيشوا معاه هنا وسعداء بتواجدهم في مصر، وهم عندهم فرصه اكتر انهم يعرفوا اكتر عن الثقافه المصريه وعن ثقافات كتير، لانهم طبعا بيحتكوا بالناس بحكم ان هو وقته ضيق طبعا ومختص بالمهام الدبلوماسيه بتاعته، لكن زوجته بتنزل السوبر ماركت بتتعامل مع سيدات مصريات ومختلف الجنسيات، ابنه موجود هنا وبيدرس في مدرسه دوليه باكستانيه، بيعرف يعني زمايل ليه من جنسيات مختلفه، فطبعا ده بيبقى تجربة ثقافية ثرية جدا. We will talk about Bolivia and the relationship between Bolivia and Egypt. If we start about the cooperation in educational field, and Bolivia is get rid of literacy since 2008, according to UNESCO reports. So talk to us about the cooperation between Egypt and Bolivia in educational field.
Yes. We have 28 years of relationship between Bolivia and Egypt. And of course, nowadays we are trying to boost this friendly relationship, and we are working in some mechanism of political consultations. It's very important this, because in this mechanism we can discuss so many fields, the cooperation between Egypt and Bolivia, and in this mechanism we are negotiating two agreements. One agreement of health and one agreement about cultural cooperation. I think that these two agreements that are very, very interesting and very important agreements will be signed in this year between the high authorities.
Culture agreement?
Cultural agreement and health
agreement.
Health agreement. And we are preparing a bilateral meeting. I hope that it could be happened at the end of this year. This meeting are the fourth meeting of the mechanism. The last, it was in Cochabamba, in Bolivia, in 2015. Now it will be held in Cairo. I hope at the end of this year. And in the frame of this mechanism, we will talk about of these two agreements, and of course in many another fields, and discuss about the regional situation, and what's happening in South America, mainly the relation between all the countries, and of course the relation the government of Egypt with another countries in Middle East or in Africa. This kind of consultation, it's very important because we know each other, and we can help us in the future in many fields, in many economic, political, and renewable fields.
If I wanted to know more about education in Bolivia.
The education in Bolivia now with President Morales we improve the education. President Morales in 12 years improved the education. How to get rid
of literacy? How to deal with people, with students?
In Bolivia, this field mainly it was very important because we expand the electricity in some areas far of the main cities, and this was very important because the poor people now have electricity, and of course we are trying to improve more about this field and to improve in the education in this field. And the educational politics of President Morales are very important, and he boosts these fields to improve the quality of health, the quality of education, and the quality of to live well. To live well is very important, to live well, and of course trying to do very good students and very good person for to do Bolivia better and better.
Of course we hope.
Yes.
الحقيقة سعادة سفير وانا بكلمه عن التعاون بين مصر وبين بوليفيا قال لي انه في اتفاقيتين مهمتين جدا بين مصر وبين بوليفيا في مجال الصحة وفي مجال آخر، ويعني في مجال الثقافة، وإن شاء الله هيكون في اتفاقيات في الفترة اللي جاية. ولما بتكلم عن الاتفاقيات والتعاون في مجال التعليم وكلمته عن التعليم في بوليفيا، لأنه الحقيقة وفقا لإحصائيات اليونسكو وتقارير اليونسكو بوليفيا تخلصت من الأمية في عام 2008. طبعا العدد عندهم غير العدد عندنا بالنسبة للسكان، لكن برضو سألته عن هذه التجربة فقال احنا بنحاول نوفر أهم حاجة للمواطن الصحة والتعليم. We are going to talk again about Bolivia and about Bolivian food, about the main dish in Bolivia and about your tasting for Egyptian food.
Yes, in Bolivia we have many special foods that we can enjoy every day. We have some special grain. It's called quinoa. Quinoa because this is a healthy grain, and we are exporting this grain to some countries near to Bolivia, United States, Europe, and here in Egypt. In Egypt, you can find this grain, and for Bolivia, quinoa is a very important product to export because it's very, very healthy. And besides, we have another kind of food. We can enjoy meat with some potatoes, and we have different names of this food. We can enjoy
a different way of cooking.
Yes, we can enjoy a different cooking of La Paz, a different of Santa Cruz that is situated in the oriental part of Bolivia, and the different cuisine in Bolivia is very important because we can find many varieties of
like
food,
Egypt,
like Egypt, and you can enjoy food of the north, of the south, of the occidental,
according to the place,
oriental. Yes, in each place.
What's your favorite food in Egypt?
In Egypt, of course, shawarma. I like it. I like
meat
it very
shawarma
much.
or chicken shawarma?
Both of them, and we taste some another
koshari,
plates,
molokhia.
of course, all of that, and I like it. I like it with my family. 1 or 2 times a week we can go to
outside to taste Egyptian food.
Egyptian food because we like it. We like it so much.
Does your wife learn to?
She's trying, of course. She's trying
to cook Egyptian food.
Yes, she's trying, and of course, when we'll return to Bolivia, maybe she will cook some delicious.
She can invite her friends to
yes, of course.
Egyptian food.
Yes, and to enjoy the Egyptian food in La Paz, of course.
سعادة سفير، واحنا بنتكلم عن الطعام في بوليفيا وفي مصر، فقال ان طبعا عندهم يعني اطباق شهيره جدا من البطاطس واللحمه، لكن وفقا لكل منطقه في بوليفيا بتختلف طريقه اعداد البطاطس واللحمه. قلت له ايه الطعام المفضل ليه هنا في مصر؟ فقال احنا بنحب الشاورما سواء لحمه او فراخ. قلت له دقت الملوخيه والكشري؟ قال لي طبعا، واحنا بنحاول ان احنا يوم او يومين في الاسبوع انا واسرتي نخرج وناكل بره الاكل المصري الجميل. قلت له طب هل زوجتك اتعلمت بعض الاطباق المصريه عشان تعملها لاصدقائها لما تسافر بوليفيا؟ فقال لي هي بتحاول انها تتعلم بعض الاكلات المصريه.
Ven a conocer el Cristo más grande del mundo. Recorre la tierra donde la valentía de sus mujeres es legendaria. Déjate seducir con el sabor de sus comidas. Y desafía tu valor atravesando su abundante naturaleza. Cochabamba, donde lo fantástico es real. Recorre la ruta donde se fundó el gran imperio de los incas. Conoce la ciudad de Illimani, donde la magia te encuentra en cualquier esquina. Vive el vértigo en la carretera de la muerte. Y reposa en los valles yungueños, muy cerca del abrigo de la selva tropical. La Paz, donde lo fantástico es real.
We want to know about the 2 flags of Bolivia. You told me before start, but I want from you to explain to my audience about these 2 flags.
Yes,
and
yes.
the colorful colors.
Yes, we have two flags. One of these flags is the traditional flags the red, white, and green. And another flag is a flag to represent all of the cultures in Bolivia. This flag, President Evo Morales won the presidential election in 2006, and he decided to recreate the republic. Before we was a Republic of Bolivia, and now we are a plurinational state of Bolivia. Why? Because all of these colors, of square colors, represent all of the nationalities that we can
different cultures and nationalities in Bolivia.
In Bolivia, and that's the way that we have.
All of them are Bolivian citizens.
Yes, yes. That's the way that we have now. Two flags, two symbols that represent the culture, the nationalities, and all of the plurinational fields that we have in Bolivia.
Thank you, sir, and nice to meet you in our program, and nice to hear more and more about Bolivia and about Bolivian people, about Bolivian culture.
Thank you very much for inviting me. And I'm very happy to talk with you about the experience, my experience, diplomatic experience, and all of to know about Bolivia, the cultures, the foods, the tourism. I think that is very important to know about Egypt, to know about Bolivia, and of course to have a very good relationship between both countries. Thank you very much again. I'm very pleased to be here with you.
Nice to meet you, sir. Thank you. الحقيقة سعادة السفير شكر البرنامج وشكر الوقت المتاح ليه ان هو اتكلم عن بوليفيا، عن ثقافتها، عن الحياة فيها، عن الأكل هناك، وعن الفترة اللي قضاها هنا. والحقيقة الأعلام الجميلة لما سألته عن ان ليه في علمين، قال انه ده العلم الرسمي اللي هو الأولاني، لكن العلم الثاني اللي هو بشكل قوس قزح هو ده العلم اللي بيحمل انه جميع الثقافات المشتركة وجميع الجنسيات اللي موجودة في بوليفيا بيعبر عنها. بشكركم أعزائي المشاهدين. النهاردة اتكلمنا عن بوليفيا كأحد دول أمريكا اللاتينية وعن ثقافتها وعن شعبها. دايما كل ما هو جديد عن ثقافة الشعوب من خلال جناب السفير. وبنشكر رئيس البعثة مستر روبن فيداور. شكرا لكم جميعا.